I am just at home. I was at a yoga class this morning and I have just been having a really slow afternoon at home, and I thought it might be a good time to check in with my minimalist 30-piece wardrobe. And so if this is new information, if you don't know what I'm talking about, now would be a really good time to check out my first two videos on my minimalist closet. The first video, I go through the culling process with my entire closet, all of the clothes I own, and I bring everything down to 30 pieces. The second video, I configure 10 different outfits with those 30 pieces. So those might be really worth checking out before watching this one. Things might make more sense. I now have been piloting this wardrobe for just under a month. I think we're getting pretty close to a month. It's given me enough time with these initial 30 pieces to give myself some feedback, but I thought it'd be a good idea to share that just in case anyone here is following along for this minimalist inspiration. I did not set out with a specific modality. I chose 30 pieces kind of expecting that the day would come where I would need to reevaluate. This isn't like a total reevaluation, but this is a check-in. I think ultimately my experiences have been positive. I wanted to just go through some of the things that are going really well, some of the things that I'm still struggling with a little bit, and some things that I have decided are not working for me. So let's get into it. We're gonna start with the things that are not working for me. I did set out with the hopes of adding in a dress, just a plain black t-shirt dress by Cotton. It's got slits on both sides, so it is an example of a garment that could be dressed up or dressed down. And this slip skirt, it's sort of like a satiny slip skirt, elastic waist, and it's Topshop. So my initial intention was to incorporate these two pieces to encourage me to, I don't want to say dress up, because it's not meant to be like dressing up. It's these 30 pieces were intended for everyday living, but these two pieces in particular were meant for those days that I wanted to feel a little more put together, a little more special. And the reality is that it has been so cold out. I am not even considering wearing these pieces. They're not even on my mind. I don't look at them. I don't think about them. I don't wish like, oh, like I wish I had a chance to wear that. Like, they are out of my mind. So I made the decision to take these out of the running of my 30 pieces. I want you to know that I'm taking these off the menu right now, but that I do have thoughts for them moving forward. So those are the main things that weren't working well. Another thing that I've noticed is that there are a few t-shirts that I am not wearing. So it's not to say that I won't wear them, but these are sort of on my like, we're gonna give you a warning, and if you don't step up your game, you're also getting the boot. So this Montana t-shirt, super fun. I wore it a ton over the summer. I love the way it looks with denim shorts. I don't know why I'm not wearing it, but I think it's mostly because I'm wearing a ton of sweatshirts these days just because of the weather, and its whole focus is the thing on the front. So I am more inclined to grab like one of my plain t-shirts to wear underneath because it's not getting any attention. Then these two here, again, are t-shirts I really like. This one is a bit cropped, so I'm just not inclined to wear it because, again, it's been cold out. So I associate this one with like my stomach showing and like it riding up and like showing skin and being cold. So this might be one that I swap out and maybe save it for when the weather gets a bit warmer. This one is similar in that, but it's like really flowy. So it has a longer back and I am able to tuck in the back. But again, it's sort of cropped in the front. I feel like this again would be something that would look good with denim shorts or even like biker shorts where it can just hang and be a little bit more flowy, but it doesn't really work with the pants I've selected and I'm just not grabbing it. So this is just me being like really brutally honest and like picky, because when you only have 30 pieces, you want them to be the best 30 pieces that you could possibly ever think of. So I knew going into this that this would not be something I wore regularly. I was even reluctant to pick it because of its busyness. I love this shirt. I will never get rid of this shirt. And when I wear it with the right thing at the right time, I feel great, but for some reason, it's just, I'm not in my leopard print era. So those are the shirts I'm just like, I'm grappling with them. I'm struggling a little bit. 3 more items that I'm not really gravitating towards are these 2 button-ups and this sweater. So I initially chose this sweater. It was one of my last picks, and since going into this, I've realized that there's actually stains on it, and that is just something that I'm like, I don't want to wear it because it has stains on it. And I was originally excited because it's reversible, but upon further investigation, there's a lot of pulls, which are maybe something I could fix, but I haven't felt inclined to. So I don't even know how much longer this sweater and I will be in each other's lives. So this one I am going to, in real time, today, right now, decide that I'm taking this one just totally out. Sad, but okay, it's okay. These, because I'm wearing a lot more hoodies right now, like I have to just, I'm in my like soft girl cozy era. Like I just want to be like held and comforted by my clothes. And I think I was originally trying to move away from that. Like I was almost like, Corie, no, you need to be more put together. And I'll get to that, but these just don't feel cozy. They don't feel like they're not giving me what I want. They're both Levi's. I like them both. I am more inclined to this black one because it's a bit oversized and it doesn't give me that like Canadian tuxedo vibe when I wear it with jeans like this one would. So this one I'm gonna keep. It's nice to have even like a hoodie underneath sometimes and just to layer up. I like to sometimes just button the top button and have it like open, so I could have like a fun pattern, but then it would be muted. So this one I'm keeping, and I'm just going to try to be a little bit more ambitious with it and give it a little bit more of a chance. This one, I think it's the size. If I'm being totally honest, I think I do like to wear things in a more oversized way. I don't really know what that's about. That's just my personal preference. This one, it's still loose, but it's just fits and feels differently on my body. So this is in question. I'm struggling in the pants department. Pants have always been really hard for me to find. I only selected 4 pairs of pants for this minimalist wardrobe, and that was because I wasn't eliminating my workout clothes, so I knew that I still had Lulus that I would be wearing mostly at home. I don't wear them to work, but around the house to work out, when I go for walks, things like that. So 4 pants has been enough. Mind you, The reality is that I'm really only wearing 2. So these cargo pants, I just haven't been really wearing. I thought I'd kind of want a few outfits that were a little bit more on the grungy sort of vibe, and I'm just not gravitating towards them. So I am gonna take these out of the running. These are some nice cropped jeans, and they're just a little bit cropped. And for whatever reason, because of the cold weather, I have been like not wanting to expose any skin. So these are gonna stay because it is getting warmer. Like, it won't be frigid freezing for very much longer. Even at the end of this week, it's supposed to get warmer. But that's sort of been my, like, the voice inside my head saying it's too cold to wear these, even though they're like a full-blown pant. These I'm just going to try to wear more. The 2 pairs of pants that I'm wearing the most are these black or sort of charcoaly denim flares and these wide leg Levi's. I love them both. I wear them both. Both of them need to be taken in. So there's been a part of me that's felt a little bit lackluster because they're physically uncomfortable. I'm constantly pulling them up. These Levi's, I've actually been like catching myself rolling the waistband down because they're clearly like an entire size too big. And I did buy these secondhand. I bought the size that was there. I also think my weight has fluctuated a little bit, and that's something that's been hard about this too, is that my weight does fluctuate. I can go like a size up or a size down depending on the season, depending on my level of activity. I've actually like ruined pants or ruined my chances with pants because I've taken them in and then I gained the weight back, my body just changed, and then they were too small. I've been like really reluctant to get these taken in, and that is a really hard part about clothes because our bodies change, and we want to be comfortable in our clothes, but we also don't want to own like multiple sizes of things. And the obvious answer is a belt. Don't worry, I've considered that. Belts just aren't my vibe. Maybe I need to think about that. I only own 2 belts, and they're pretty big and like very Western. Maybe that's the problem. Like, this is harder than I thought. In the spirit of my soft girl era, I have purchased 4 long sleeves, all secondhand. One is this one I'm wearing, and I've got this airy, it's like this really nice periwinkle ribbed, it's sort of like a cropped style, but it's still quite long, nice and oversized. This hoodie, it's like a zippy hoodie. This one's nice because it's actually quite thick and it's long. It's been keeping me super cozy. And then this, like a soft mustard color, really soft, but quite thin. So I would still layer up with this. This is just like a shirt. So these 4, so this, you might say, Corie, didn't you have a gray crew neck in your original 30? Yes, I did. It's right here. So rationale. This has some really fun dimension. It's got this big band, the trumpet sort of sleeves. It's so soft, and in my mind, it's up-leveling this Hanes classic crew. So this Hanes is nice, but it feels very basic, very plain. Whereas this, I feel like I could wear this to work, dress it up, dress it down. This is a harder piece to dress up. It's just casual. Like there's just no other way to really say it. So I am swapping this out for this. We are accepting our soft girl era, and these pieces I feel like are up leveling. I'm saying all the same words just so many different times, but the thing I really like about these 4 new pieces is that A, they're all secondhand. B, they're all comfy. Like I want to wear them all. I gravitate towards all of them. And C, they have a really nice color palette. Like they're light, they're bright, they're warm, they're bringing me like feelings of spring. Whereas a lot of my wardrobe, and I'll take you through it, is like black, and I'm just like not really feeling black as much. I used to only wear black, and for some reason, I think it's because the seasons are changing, I'm just moving more towards neutral tones, almost these like warm pastels, and it feels really good. So we're adding these 4 into the mix. I originally wasn't sure if I should include the tank tops. I have 4 tank tops, and I've actually been wearing all of them quite a bit. I feel like what's really missing is pants. What else is missing? I don't really have any like nice shirts. And I mean, there's no part of me that ever really needs to be like fancy, like business casual even. Like I can be pretty casual. But there are different settings where, you know, if I was invited to a dinner, or if I had an important meeting for work or something, you know, there's just so many different things. I don't have anything that I'm like, ooh, yeah, I would wear that. So this is the closet. I did wear this jumpsuit. It's like a full-length jumpsuit. I did wear it once, and I was happy about that. I have worn these jackets. I have worn my Colts sweater. I'm not wearing this guy as much, but sometimes. We've got this new sweaters. I have worn this quite a number of times. I'm not wearing this Lulu pullover quite as much, but I kind of associate it with activewear, and so that's probably why. We talked about you. We talked about the tanks, t-shirts. We are giving these 3 another go around, and then the pants. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and I'm wearing 27. I actually haven't even looked in my dresser, which I think is actually a really good sign. As much as I have these like critiques of the 30 pieces, I haven't really been digging through my dresser or like cheating. Not that I can really cheat at this because it's just life, but so I actually am gonna look through my drawers right now and see if there's anything that I'm just like totally called to, and then I'm like, oh, I actually do miss that, because sometimes it's distance makes the heart grow fonder. So I'm gonna take a little look through my drawers, and I'm just gonna see how that feels. Excited actually just opening this drawer. I feel like, oh yeah, I have pants. So I did take out 2 pairs of pants, and I'm gonna just sit with that for a minute. And you know what? I'm not feeling any of these hoodies. I feel like I have more than enough. And I might actually even take my Skull Skate hoodie out of the mix because I'm just not wearing it. I still have a tote that I want to go through, but so far just the 2 pairs of pants that I've actually taken out of my supply. I think this is mostly like summer wear. Lots of shorts, some skirts, dresses, turtleneck. Huh, turtleneck. I'm gonna take the turtleneck out. I'm not working with a lot here, but it's all relative. I don't need a lot. Of the pieces I have eliminated from the 30, I'm gonna just put these cargos away for now. Same with this cropped guy and the dress and the skirt. Those are just gonna be put away and will hopefully come back in a different season. I am deciding to donate. We'll see. I might resell, but we're just letting go of this Levi's button up, and then I'll be donating these two. These aren't worth reselling. The Hanes crew neck and this is actually American Apparel, but we're letting these 3 go, like all the way go. The 3 things I'm adding are this black turtleneck. It has these sort of like ruffled shoulders. I'm excited to bring this back. These jeans, actually both these pants, I have to deal with my pant problem. Both of these are too big. So they're both Old Navy. And what I always forget about Old Navy is that their sizing is a bit bigger. So these are a size 8, which would normally be my size or pretty close. But their size 8 fits more like a 10, like it's more of, they size up, I think, like by 1 size. So I am going to be really thinking about tailoring all of my pants. Okay, no, just, yeah. Not the cropped jeans, but the Levi's, the black flares, and both of these, because they're all too big. And what I said in my first video is like, this isn't just about picking the right pieces, it's about figuring out why I don't wear certain pieces. And I know exactly why I don't wear these pants, and I know exactly why I wear Lulus all the time, is because it comes down to comfort and not just like stretchy, flexy, cozy, but like, am I always pulling them down or pulling them up? And like with the Levi's that I love, they always kind of give me this like saggy crotch thing that is just not the look. So that is a really big wake-up call for me, is to just like invest a little bit of money and a little bit of time into making the clothes I pick fit and feel comfortable. The idea behind this was to just not be so overwhelmed when coming to pick out clothes, like narrowing things down. So it's just like, okay, like we're just picking from a select closet. B was to push myself a little bit towards new outfits, new energy, new intention behind the clothes I'm wearing. And it was also I have a huge appreciation for minimalism and using what you have. So if you're not using it, why do you have it? And clothes is an area that I would say I am not, I mean, in some lights I am a minimalist if you're comparing me to others, but in comparing me to myself, I have more clothes than I wear. So if I'm not wearing them, A, figure out why you're not wearing them. B, if you're not wearing them and you've come to the conclusion that you don't ever plan on wearing them, then I don't need to hang on to them. That's why I did this challenge in the first place. And now I just need to find my why for continuing. And where does it end? I have to admit, I felt a little bit guilty that I went thrifting and bought new sweatshirts when I basically set out to say, like, I don't want to wear sweatshirts all the time. There aren't hard and fast rules for comfort, for self-expression. I also am on a really limited budget right now. My main goal right now is to get out of debt. And so a lot of the clothes I am buying are secondhand. And then I'm actually not buying a lot of clothes. So I can't just go out and buy all brand new pants that fit. I just don't have the means for that at this time. There is a part of me that wishes I felt a little more beautiful in my clothes, like a little bit more special, a little bit like I have those special outfits for those special nights, or, you know, just for days I want to feel special. I've really created a casual wardrobe, and, you know, in that bin I do have some really nice dresses, but I haven't prioritized buying myself new clothes for quite a while. And it's something I think it's hard to not feel that our appearance does matter to us in a lot of ways. I don't think anyone can say that their appearance doesn't matter to them in any way. It's certainly not the most important thing, but our ability to be creative and to express ourselves, to feel comfortable, to feel sexy, to feel beautiful, to feel confident. Yeah, those are all things that ride on my mind from time to time, sometimes more than I would like to admit. And I think just doing this whole scrub of my closet is showing me that there are things that I don't need anymore and I don't need to hang on to. And then there are potentially areas that would be worthwhile to invest in. And maybe it is worth putting together a bit of a savings to go out and treat myself to, you know, a couple of nice pieces that would just make me feel special. That I don't have the answer to right now, but this was just my check-in about how things are going. And I would say the summary is that it's been going well, and I don't want to convey the idea that I'm any type of minimalist expert, far from, but I do think I know that I can share my personal experience, and that's really the whole point of this channel is, hey, this is what I'm doing with my life. Want to watch? It might get weird. I feel excited to bring in a few new pieces and to take out the ones that were just kind of like a drag. Like I was looking at them being like, I'm neglecting you. So this will feel like a fresh start in a familiar way. And this is likely not the end of it. So I really do appreciate you being here. I appreciate any comments about any of your own experiences with the world of minimalism or capsule wardrobes, minimalist wardrobes. Also just, you know, I am really curious how people prioritize their spending in this category. Is this something that's important to you? Is this something that you prioritize? Yeah, so if you have any thoughts, feelings, I would really love to connect with you in the comment section. I really am here for the human connection, and it's one thing to be talking to the camera. It's another thing to be actually talking to you in the comment section. So if this was at all helpful, interesting, if you took anything away, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love it if you subscribed to my channel. On this channel, I explore all aspects of my life, so not just my closet, but the way I live my life, my finances, just staying on a budget. I talk about relationships. I talk about just real life things. So if any of that is what you're into, you might like it here. So thank you again, and we'll be checking in soon. We'll let you know how this goes. I'll see you next time.